Brush of fresh air. Oh, again, I did it again. So earlier I said a brush of fresh.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. I hope everybody is having a great day. As you guys can tell, it is going to be a vlog style like goal video. So I wanted to do this 2021 goals. I didn't really want to do New Year's resolutions. I just kind of wanted to talk about what our goals are for this year as a family, spiritual goals and business goals or anything like that. But I figured I would make it vlog style since Anthony's almost home and we can go ahead and just talk about our goals as our day goes on. And also I wanted to answer a couple questions that people have been messaging me and asking me. So wanted to answer some Q&A questions here as well on this vlog. But okay, so since Anthony is not home yet, I'm gonna start off with some questions that I can answer on my own before he gets home. But one of the questions is what's going on with Emma's school, and I still don't have an update on that because I'm still trying to get the IEP figured out. So once I get the IEP, I'll have more information on it. But so far, we're almost done with the process. All I have to do is fill out some paperwork they just sent me yesterday. So I'm gonna fill it out and send it over by tomorrow and then see what happens. I think I should get an answer about next week about when the IEP is going to be set up. But most likely, based on the advice that I got from the lady that's doing the interview for the IEP and the evaluation process, is that all of the school in my district right now are through Zoom. So it's just distance learning, and I'm not gonna sign up Emma for distance learning. That's just not the way that it's gonna happen. Like, she barely pays attention when we had 1 hour of speech therapy during the week, that there's no way she's going to be able to just sit through, you know, whatever amount of time that we're gonna have for school. So since it is going to be through distance learning, we're not gonna sign her up yet. I mean, we're gonna have the IEP and everything set up for when everything goes back to normal, then we can go ahead and start school. But right now, we're not gonna start school on that. I am going to be looking for a clinical ABA therapy to see if there's like a school that she can go to, that there's other kids on the spectrum that, you know, I can like drop her off for an hour or so, depending on the clinical ABA and what's covered through my insurance. So that's something that I'm looking for at this moment. And then another question that I had is if why we reduced Emma's ABA therapy hours. And we did reduce them to 3 times a week. Now it's only Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and it's 5 hours a day. And the only reason that I reduced it is because I don't have like enough time to schedule appointments for doctor's appointment, and now we're gonna have OT therapy. I do want to sign up for another speech therapy and any other activities that I want to sign her up for. We don't have enough time because we had it Monday through Friday. And definitely occupational therapy is gonna be one of the ones that we're gonna need, and I'm gonna schedule it on one of those 2 days. Also for doctor's appointments, I've been having to cancel a lot on those days, doctor's appointments, and a lot of different things that I have to take care of. It's just too much. I feel like it's too much time for her to be sitting like Monday through Friday for 5 hours a day. I don't know. It just felt like it was too much, and we're just reducing it for 3 hours, and she's doing really good right now anyways. I didn't have ABA therapy all month, and she did amazing when she went back to ABA yesterday and today. So I feel like she's already doing good enough with the therapy we have got her. It's not like we're gonna stop it all together. We're still gonna have it 3 days a week. We just wanted to reduce it and have some different days that we can do all the other things that we need to do, all the scheduling of appointments, other therapies that we're planning to get, and things like that. So that's basically the reason that I reduced it. And it might change. We might add more hours depending, you know, if she needs it. But right now, I think with the 3 days, it should be good enough. I mean, it's 5 hours a day, 3 days a week. So I think it should be great, but we will see. So let's go ahead and continue. Yay! All right, so another question that I've been getting a lot, and I'm gonna be doing 2 different videos on this, and it's about like what activities I do with her for speech therapy on my own and how I help her with speech, and then another one on what activities we do for eye contact. So that's gonna be another one. It's just play activities that I do with her. It's nothing crazy. I don't do anything crazy about it. I just play with her and hope that she looks at me, but I'm still gonna share with you guys because I've been getting that. Hi. Mwah. I love you so much. Mwah. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Oh. Give me kisses. And I have been getting questions on how I get Emma to sit down and actually want to do ABCs or do work or, you know, any of that stuff. But honestly, Emma is just in love with the ABCs. That is her thing. The ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s are her thing. So that's why it's easy for me to get her to do learning activities, because there's so many items that you can get for that. But that is because that's her interest. So, I mean, what I would recommend for you guys to do if you're trying to get them to learn or trying to get them to sit down and write stuff, it's find what their interests are. So let's say if your child is into dinosaurs or teddy bears or whatever the thing may be that they're interested in. If it's blocks, then find blocks with ABCs and go over the information with them. If it's dinosaurs, find books that have ABCs with dinosaurs. If it's like animals, then find something associated with the thing that you want them to learn that's with their interest plus the item that you want them to learn. So that's my advice to you, is just find whatever your child is into and interested in and find it in the activity that you want them to do. If that makes sense. Please let me know if that even makes sense to you guys. Leave me a comment down below on that. All right, so you guys remember when I used to do the ABCs here and she used to scribble them away instead of like writing it? Now she traces over the ABCs. Isn't that so cool? You're doing so good, Bear. Good job. Z. Emma, give me a kissy. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Mwah. Good job. Mwah. You're so cute. Mwah. Mwah. I love you. Anthony just got home.
Woo! When it comes to you. Woo! I wanna cuddle you. Woo!
Down.
1, 2, 3, go!
Dang. That's a big drop.
1, 2, 3, go! Oh. 3, dip!
So now that Anthony's back, we're going to go ahead and answer some additional questions that I didn't answer earlier before we get into the 2021 goals. This question's, if the pandemic is done, or when the pandemic is done, what is the first trip that you would like to take?
Well, first of all, I think I like if better. But if the pandemic ever gets done, I would love to go on a tropical vacation. One where the sand is beneath my toes, the water is baby blue and see-through, and there's rainbow colored fish and snorkelers and Speedos. And
okay, we're going in too deep on that, but yeah, so we would love to take a tropical vacation. We've never actually taken vacation together, and we've been married for 7 years. We never took a vacation.
True. No
Even
honeymoon.
when we were together.
No honeymoon.
No honeymoon, no nothing. So I would love to actually take a vacation. That would be amazing if we could.
Why didn't we take a honeymoon?
We were too cheap.
I was too cheap then. That's what that means.
What is Emma's favorite activity?
Emma's new favorite activity is, I'm looking around to see if I can give you an example.
Well,
but she likes,
taped her
okay,
earlier.
well then you're already going to see an example. So she traces. She loves to trace. So we do ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, and Emma traces them. She's going to be a literary genius.
Wow.
She loves letters.
Numbers.
Yeah. I mean, she's gonna be really
starting to sing
good.
her ABCs in Spanish.
Yeah, and she's singing her ABCs in Spanish, and she only had to listen to them like 3 times, which is crazy.
Yeah. So she does like doing that. What I showed you guys earlier, and I was just telling them earlier how she used to scribble them off before. Remember when I used to do it? She used to scribble them instead of tracing, and now she traces everything.
Yeah,
which is cute. And have you ever felt tired with raising Emma and needed fresh air or gain of strength?
Oh, yeah. I think the gym is maybe Veronica's too, but our breath of fresh air. Oh, again, I did it again. So earlier I said a breath of fresh air, and again, let me rephrase
Breath
that.
of fresh air.
A breath of fresh air.
Why do you even have to say that word if you can't get it right?
Well, because that's what's on my head. I did say it twice though. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, the gym is our breath of fresh. What the heck?
I'm keeping this in. That is
okay.
hilarious.
Wow. It is a tongue twister for me.
Breath of fresh air.
The gym,
And on the Mexican.
the gym is our breath of fresh air. There we go. Then we can move on to the next.
Oh my goodness.
Thing.
Yes,
Okay.
we get tired sometimes and frustrated just because we have like communication issues and we want her to know that we understand. So we do get frustrated, but as long as we do our little like time away and then we have like a little time to ourselves, then that helps out a lot.
Yes.
And then the next question, breath of fresh air. Oh my goodness. Our next question is the house update. Do we have any house update? And yes, we do.
Oh, you guys are going to be so stoked to hear this. So we've completely given up hope.
No.
No, right now everything is just, there's no order. Everything is chaos, it seems like. In California, the houses are crazy expensive. They're selling within hours of being put out on sale, it seems like. But I know that's really not. But it seems like that. So even right now with everything that's going on, I think it's better that we don't buy a house because everything is very unpredictable. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait. We're going to rent a nice, beautiful house in a good neighborhood from my mom. And we'll wait and see how everything happens before we make any sudden movements.
Yes, so definitely our goal is still to buy, but we're not going to start trying to buy until probably the middle of this year again, because they said that that's around the time that they're either going to drop or stay steady. So that's around the time we're going to try again, unless of course we find something randomly, then we'll purchase. But right now we're going to move into a rental the beginning of March. So yeah, so we're moving. We're still going to move to a house.
Did I say we're going to move
super
into my
excited.
mom's house or rental house?
Your mom's rental house.
Okay, we're not moving to my mom's
his mom
house.
has a rental, yeah.
We're moving to my mom's.
We're moving in with our parents until then. And what are our plans for a new baby? Like if we're still planning for a new baby?
Ooh, okay. Well, now this, for me, solely depends on the attitude that Emma is in. So when Emma is a joy to be around, I want a second child. But when Emma is being a butthead, I don't. Yeah. And that's the honest truth. I mean, like last night, I fell asleep telling myself I'm not going to have another kid. Literally last night.
Oh my God.
But like a week before that, I was like, oh man, I really want another kid for Emma to play with and be awesome to have two. And then literally just a couple days later, I'm like, no. So it depends.
I actually still want one. But the thing is that I guess the update would be we're still not trying. Basically, I'm not in any birth control. I haven't been since we got married. So if it happens, it happens. It's not like we're trying not to have one. And we're also like, we're still trying to have one if we do. Like it's open. It's in the air. It's like
we're just letting it be. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah. So basically that's where we are right now. That's why I haven't been doing like any updates on like pregnancy, because I'm not doing any like ovulation tests or anything like that. But I am not also being safe about it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. And this one is, what would we like to do in the future? What kind of job would we like to have? And for me, I was actually just talking to my mother-in-law the other day that I have no idea what I would go back to doing, because when I used to work for the bank and we did home equity, and that's just something that I really don't feel like doing anymore. And I did that for 10 years and I don't know what I would do. I would love YouTube to work for us, but if it doesn't, obviously I have to go back to work. So I would just have to search and see what I would be good at that point.
Yeah.
How about you, babe?
Well, I would love YouTube to work for Veronica as well. That way I don't have to worry about any kind of work. No. I would.
Anthony cannot stay home.
Yeah,
his
that's-
ADHD won't let him.
That's true. And that's the thing. Even on the weekend, I get really antsy and irritable staying indoors. I've been that way since I was young. I have to go out and I have to do something. And I like to work. I like to do physical things. I don't like to sit down and do paperwork. That's why I'm not a very good supervisor.
Yeah.
But I'm a good worker, just not a very good supervisor.
He just likes to be moving.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
So even if YouTube work, you would still be working.
Yeah, and that would be good because if money wasn't an issue, we'd be able to tithe more and go on missions and send money to missionaries.
Yes.
And tithe in that way.
All right, sorry guys, we had to stop it for a little bit, but we're back. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about our 2021 goals. And do you want to start it?
Yeah, sure.
What
I'll
is
start
one
it.
of yours?
So one of my 2021 goals. Oh, first is patience. Do you want me to go through the list, or you want to go back and forth?
We can go back and forth.
Okay, so one for me will be patience.
Definitely for me too, though. I hear on that too.
Here.
So for me, my main goal this year is to focus on having more structure, I guess, like more organized. Yeah, basically more organized, and having like all the appointments and ABA therapy, and then like Anthony's appointments, my appointments, Adrian's stuff, like everything more organized is what I really want to do. So that's my number one, I guess.
Yeah, and then, well, no, not in any specific order for either one of us, I'm sure. But because obviously the most important is to get closer to the Lord. That is by far the most important goal, not just this year, but every year. And really, in all reality, if we can get this one thing done, everything else falls into place.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even have to worry about my patience if I would just get closer to the Lord. I mean, all this stuff goes hand in hand. Organization would happen. It's everything comes together. Your life begins to get in order. So I think that would really be our main goal.
Yeah.
If you were to just sum it all up.
Yes. Look at him standing up back there.
Oh,
Emma, get down.
crazy.
But yeah, definitely that is another goal of mine, is actually to pray more, to read more, because I feel like I'm definitely not there at all. I'm not reading enough. I'm not praying enough. And that should be our number one goal. Yeah. So that's another goal that we have for this year, is to, we've been reading together now more, and that I feel like it really has been helping a lot. Yeah. And I feel like if we keep going and keep doing that, it's going to help a lot in our relationship and in our household, period. Yeah. So that's definitely another one.
Spend at least 3 chapters a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're making, we're getting through books pretty quick. So another thing is, we definitely would like to find a house this year. That would be amazing. So hopefully that happens. So that's a big one. What else?
And then also budget, like budgeting and saving, like that's another one. And I think that's kind of part of our organization anyways. Yeah. Like if we're more organized with that, we can be more organized with our money. I feel like we spend a lot of little miscellaneous stuff here and there that adds up throughout the year. I just saw somebody's meme that said that $20,000 goes into miscellaneous, or 10,000, I don't know, something like that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
A year.
I bet that's true.
And I really do think it's true.
Yeah.
So that's something that I really want to work on, is budgeting and saving.
Yeah. Another thing is tithing.
Yes.
So we are very random on our tithing, which is not the best. I mean, when we tithe, things tend to work out for us. I mean, that's just the way it goes for us.
Yeah.
There's times where we are and we're not, and we can see the difference. I know some people may be rolling their eyes right now, but I mean, for us, that we do.
Yeah.
And we also believe that if we have more, we're not rich, but we're rich to people in Vietnam or other parts of Asia or the Middle East. We are considered rich. So even if it's $50 or $100, $200, it's a big difference over there. It really does help a lot.
Yeah, and the thing I think about tithing also is based on our organization and our savings thing, because I forget to do it. It's not that we don't have the money to do it or something like that, and then when we remember, we'll give it, but it's like, I'm not organized on it, and I need to be more organized. Like, hey, this day, that's the day we're gonna give, or do an automatic payment or something like that, because just we forget. So that's part of it too.
Yeah.
And then goals wise for Emma, I would love to have her eat better, but of course that's not anything that's in our control. But I'm researching as much as I can to see what we can do. When we're looking at doctors and getting stuff figured out to see if we can get her to eat better. But as far as our family goes, it's more being organized even on that aspect of it. Sitting down at the table like we're recommended, with Adrian, like sitting all at the table and eating when he's here. And that's why we need a new table, because we only have 2 chairs.
Yeah, I can't touch the table right now while we're videotaping, because if I do, it just
it's messed up.
Teeter-totters.
Yeah, but yeah, that's another thing, is I want to be more organized in our routines with our family, basically. And that way it's more structure for Emma, and just so we can kind of connect more to like Adrian, me, you, and Emma. And just, I think that would be like really great for our family. So that's basically it. I don't know if you have any other...
No, I think I'll just add to it. I think it's really important because now with phones and with everything that's going on, families, most of them don't sit down and eat together. I know we don't. I grew up doing it, and I don't know if she did, but I did, and it does. It brings the family closer. You know what's going on in the other person's life. I think it's a crucial part of
and no phones too.
Yeah, no phones at the table, definitely.
I feel that distracts us from anything.
Yeah. Well, the phones, think about it, the phones are taking away time with other persons, so that's valuable time that you could be having with an actual person rather than a device.
Yeah, and you know what? I just thought about another thing that would be a goal for us, and we tried to do it for a couple of times, but we stopped. And it's like have one-on-one time together, like me and you going on our date nights like we used to. But with the whole COVID thing, everything shut down. We can't go anywhere, we can't do anything. But I was thinking that we should still do it how we used to, but like maybe buy lunch and just eat it at the car and talk, or go to the park and eat. I don't know, I just feel like me and you need like alone time without any distractions.
Our alone time is the gym.
Yeah, we literally that's it. So I think that would be like a good thing to bring back, is like trying to go on dates. It doesn't even have to be once a week. It could be like every other week. But that's another goal.
Right.
But that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. And definitely leave us a comment down below on what your 2021 goals are, or New Year's resolutions, whatever you want to call it. Let us know.
Like and subscribe.
Deuces.